Okay, so we're talking condos right now, and condos can have their own unique selling points and challenges when they are on the market. So if you're looking for a condo, how do you choose the right one? Well, Melinda Jordan, a broker associate with Coldwell Banker, is here to share with us her tips for finding condos and selling condos. And we were just talking before we went on here that they're pretty hot right now, right? Condos in the city and in neighboring areas?
They are. Condos actually appeal to a broad array of consumers. With the baby boomers being the largest retiring community, they are transitioning differently than their parents. They're looking to downsize.
So they want to go smaller, and a condo is a perfect place to look.
Exactly. And then you take into account the millennials. They are not interested in mowing their lawns, clearing snow. They spend so much of their time outside of the home. A condo enables them to have that kind of lifestyle.
That's so interesting. So you have this massive millennial group and this massive baby boomer group, and they're all trying to go for kind of the same thing, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, so how hot is the market right now?
Right now, the market is very solid. We've been seeing price increases year over year, and you're also seeing, because the inventory is light, you're seeing more and more buyers competing for the same property.
Interesting. So the inventory is light. Okay, but you have 10 tips that we're going to try to get to 3 of those tips, right?
Yes.
When it comes to buying and selling condos, what is tip number 1?
Tip number 1 is location, location, location. We spend so much of our time outside of the home. Your neighborhood is very important to you. Your community is very important to you. That's where you come in, that's where you shop, that's where you spend a lot of your time, that's where you embrace your habits. Location, location, location.
So if you find a condo that you absolutely love, but it's not necessarily in a great location, you're saying maybe you might want to think about not purchasing that because the resale is going to kill you, right?
It could kill you. It's not so much as the resale as much as it is how you spend your time, your lifestyle.
Sure.
If you spend so much of your time outside of the home and you're frustrated by not being close to grocery stores, but if you're a walker, you're not close to walking trails. If you're a biker, there are no bike trails. That compromises your ability to live in that property and that community well.
And then you might have some regrets.
Yes.
Okay, tip number 2, what's that?
Tip number 2, the health of the condo association is essential. A lot of lenders will not lend in a building that has poor financing, not financing, but poor financials, and a high incidence of renters to owners. So understanding the health of that condo association is essential to you being able to even purchase if you're planning to finance and reside in that property well.
Oh, that's a great tip. Very good tip. Okay, tip number 3 then.
Tip number 3, your budget. A lot of times consumers confuse buying a single home and buying a condo as being the same, but they're not. When you're buying a condo, your buying power adjusts because you've got a monthly assessment that you often don't have with single family homes that your lender is going to consider when extending you financing.
Okay, so keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind, that you're talking about your total buying power, your total monthly expenses, and oftentimes with condos, you're going to have a monthly assessment that you will not have with a single family home.
Really important. So if you could tell our viewers out there what the most important thing do you want them to remember, you know, out of all of your tips and anything when it comes to buying or selling condos, what would that be?
Partner with a broker that has an awesome team, because this process is an emotional one, but there are just so many nuances that a great team will enable that you not get the perfect home, but you get the right one.
Yeah, but how do you find that? I mean, obviously you're going to say Coldwell Banker because that's who you work for. But it's, you know, if you're looking for someone, how do you go about finding the right person? Word of mouth usually is what a lot of people do, isn't it?
Yes. People often go by referrals, but interview a number of people. This is the largest purchase most people will make in life, and you should not take it lightly.
Okay. So Melinda, excellent ideas. So nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in bright and early. Good luck with the selling in the condo market and buying.
Yes.
Great to have you in today.